I just might have to turn that down. Girl, you loud. You got a big mouth, girl. You- Okay, we here. We here. No, Gizmo looking at me like that's not it, mama. I need to be drinking some water. But I ain't. Oh, we got like 50, 11 dozen things. Stay safe in this rain. Hey, Anthony Blogs. Almost definitely will stay safe. It's raining, but it ain't raining hard. Like, it rained hard for maybe about 5 minutes, and then it just like slacked up. It's raining now, but it's not raining super hard, but it is raining. They said my mother-in-law came down and said that the winds at the Oakland airport are supposed to reach 70 miles an hour today. So I don't know if that's affecting flights and stuff. We're not in Oakland, but we're close to it. And it doesn't seem like the winds are that high here. They high. It is windy because I just took Gizmo out and we went out the back door. And when I opened the back door, the wind was just like, I snatched this door off the hinge. I was like, all right then. Well, damn. So it's windy, but it's not like if you're in the house, you can't hear it. And that's how I gauge the wind. Like if I can hear the wind blowing from in the house, it's super windy. But if I have to get outside to hear it or whatever, I'm like, it ain't that windy. But I was looking and my husband's job was like, yeah, we ain't going across the Bay Bridge, y'all. We about to stall that out. So y'all ain't going to San Francisco. But the bridge, it's always windy over there. The wind in San Francisco is different from the wind over here in the Bay Area. It's two different winds because it could be sunny and still windy as I don't know what in San Francisco. It's just different. Because San Francisco is like surrounded by water, sitting on the water and all that, and the wind be. We don't get that here. But anyway, it just started for you in Long Beach. Yeah, it must have started raining sometime early this morning. Cause when I woke up about 9 o'clock, it was raining. It was coming down. Like it was coming down to the point where I could hear it. So I was like, oh, okay, it's raining for real. But we're in the North Bay. Um, since we've been, I ain't never had no problems. Like it don't get like that here. It just don't get the weather just don't get crazy out here. Even when we lived in Oakland, we didn't have a lot of issues with the weather. I think sometimes Southern California, even though people believe it's always sunny in Southern California, I think Southern California be having more like flooding, more mudslides in certain areas than we do, especially in the area where I live. I'm speaking about where I live. Now, certain parts of Northern California, I know that if it gets too much water, there are mudslides, but where I live, thank God we don't have those type of problems. And that wind be cold, but I hope it clear out soon so we can enjoy it. I do do too. I'm over it. I am sick of every time I leave the house, I have to put on boots because it's legit cold and wet. This is the first winter that my Ugg boots have really seen some action. Like my Ugg boots really don't get no action. They don't, it just hasn't been raining that much. This is the first winter that my Ugg boots have really been seeing some action, and my Ugg boots have lived in the entryway of the house. Because when I walk in, they're wet. I have to kick them off. And they just live. They have lived in the entryway of the house this entire winter. My Ugg boots don't know what the closet look like. They just stay in the entryway. So when I get ready to leave, I just jump in them. I'm used to wearing Crocs all year. Because if it ain't raining, if it's not wet, I'm in my Crocs. I was like legit thinking about buying the Croc boots. Because Croc do have some boots. And I keep telling my husband to take me to the Croc store so I can look at these Croc boots. And he's like, oh, they closed. Because he is sick of me and these Crocs. But I'm used to wearing Crocs all year round. This has been the first winter that my Crocs actually got dust on them. Because it's been so wet and cold that I've been wearing my boots. Every time we leave the house, I got my boots on. If it's raining, I got on them boots. So I have gotten my money's worth out of them Ugg boots. For real. Them I done got my $100 and some odd dollars out them Ugg boots. Cause I wasn't too keen on paying $140 for some boots. But I done got my money's worth out of them. And they legit kept my feet warm and dry this whole entire season. And don't look like it's over yet. So, you know what? It's two things. It's two serious things that I got to show y'all. And one thing is I'm really surprised at... Okay, it's three things I want to talk about. So, this is a meme. This is not a meme. This is a photo that is going around of Jason Momoa and a fan. So, the man that Jason Momoa has his hand in the dude's face is this lady's husband. And she wrote, I told my husband I wanted a picture alone with Jason Momoa, but he wasn't comfortable with that. But he was comfortable with Jason Momoa standing behind her with his hand on her chest and his hand in the face of her husband. Then he signed the photo on top of her husband's face. Now, I don't know if this is some twisted joke between her and Jason Momoa. I don't know if the husband was in on it. I hope he in on it and the husband think it's cute. But I don't think it's cute. I don't think it's cute. For one thing, you're not going to put your hand in my husband's face. Not my husband. You're not even going to put your hand in his face like that. Another man putting his hand up in my husband's face to like... My husband don't even play like that. But my husband don't even look like the type of person that play like that. So, I am pretty sure Jason Momoa would never put his hands in my husband's face. And then, take a picture with me with his hand on my butt, on my chest, and I'm in the picture smiling. And my husband ain't even no violent person, but I would be walking home. I was like, oh, I wonder what that ride home was like for the two of them. Cause it to me, it's not even funny. Like, Jason Momoa don't have a wife. Him and his wife they done broke up. They divorce should be final by now. So you don't have a wife. You don't care. That ain't your wife. And if the woman don't care, then why would he? But I would definitely care. I'm never ever going to put my husband in a position to where he feels uncomfortable with another man. Don't you ever put your hands on me in front of my husband. And don't put your hands on me behind my husband's back. But definitely don't put your hands on me in front of him. And then put your hands on him. And I'm going to check you, the cameraman, the lighting man, and everybody. Hold on. We not doing this. This is what we not going to do. Now, we going to take this picture, but you not ever going to put your hands in my husband. Oh, don't get it twisted now. You cute. You Aquaman. But you ain't got nothing on my husband. Now, let's take this picture. Come on over here, baby. Cause I wouldn't be playing with Aquaman and no other man when it comes to my husband. You ain't that cute to where I'm going to stand here and allow you to disrespect my husband. You got the whole game twisted. Everything. You done messed up. You messed up in your life and think you gonna mess up mine? No, you're not. That picture would have looked so much different. Cause I'd have slapped fire from him. He put his hand in my husband's face. It would have been like black woman slaps the shit out of Aquaman. Don't you dare. Have you lost your mind? Are you crazy? And she just grinning. She think it's the cutest thing. Now, when they get to the car, if he jump in and don't unlock her side of the door and pull off, I bet you if she go back in there looking for a ride from Jason Momoa, he gonna look at her like she crazy. You shouldn't let me disrespect your husband. Oh, he left you? Oh. That's on you, girl. I told my husband I wanted a picture alone with Jason Momoa. Well, had I been her husband, I would have been like, oh, well, girl, go ahead and take as many pictures as you want. You can take all the pictures in the world. Take as many pictures as you want. I just won't be here. The second thing today is World Down Syndrome Day. So today is a global awareness day which has been officially observed by the United Nations since 2012. Since the chromosomes look like socks, you can rock your socks by wearing match colorful zany socks on today to support and create awareness. Help raise awareness of what Down syndrome is and what it means to have Down syndrome and how people with Down syndrome play a vital role in our lives and communities. So growing up, I had a very, very good friend who went to my church. She had Down syndrome, and her mother did everything possible to incorporate her into, regular kid stuff. Like she was in the choir, she was on the usher board, the kids usher board. I think she was like maybe a year older than me, or maybe 2 years. I'm not really sure. We were close in age, but we took care of her. Like, of course, she, didn't do everything like she was supposed to. She didn't really, know all of the words to the songs, but she was still in the choir with us, and we helped her in every way that we could, from her being, a small child. Like, we have been friends for a long time. Like, I used to go to her house for, after church for dinner. Like, we were really good friends. And for her to have Down syndrome, and, her speech, of course, wasn't normal. She, didn't talk like me. But we still got along. It was still fun. She was still fun to be around. I used to go to her house and stuff for, dinner after church sometimes. And because her mother was, I think, the director of the youth usher board. Her mama was something. I can't remember specifically what she was. But she used to, take us out and stuff. And we just had a lot of fun with her. She did go to a special needs school. But, hanging out with us, we were her quote unquote normal friends. So I knew her, from a child all the way up until I stopped going to that church. And not to, every now and then I would like run into her because she, lived in the city. Never forgot who I was. Never forgot. And not too long ago, a couple of years before we moved out here, now we are in our 50s now. And she always called me Snooky because everybody else called me Pluky because that was my nickname, what my mom used to call me. And she couldn't say Pluky. She thought everybody was saying Snooky. So she called me Snooky. So I saw her in the grocery store, and she came right up to me and she hugged me and she was like, Snooky. And I almost legit cried. Do you hear me? Because this is someone with Down syndrome, and this girl remembered me from eons ago. I hadn't seen her in a long time. And I didn't change. She's changed. She, of course, has gotten older. But she remembered who I was. Like, we were really close, though. Like, we were really, really good friends. And we protected her. You know what I mean? If we visited other churches or whatever, you better not say nothing about Nick. Like, we would legit be ready to fight behind her. So, I do have on my Mitch Mac socks today for net. You cannot see them because I can't lift my feet up this high. Um, I've had, let me see if I can show y'all. Let me see. How we gonna do this? No, you can't see. I ain't even gonna try to. I ain't. I'm not trying to lift my feet up. Trust me. I got on Mitch Mac socks. Okay. So put on some Mitch Mac socks today for someone that has Down syndrome. This is going to be a new segment on this channel where I am just going to be, doing some things that are in the news. Someone said something to me about a woman that supposedly hurt herself attempting to do, a white woman hurt herself attempting to do voodoo on somebody, but I couldn't find the article, so I couldn't talk about that. But there is this woman on TikTok who is making a lot of money right now, I guess, on Bigo and TikTok, because she is saying that she is a sugar mama. Now, she is Caucasian, and she is saying that she is a sugar mama for black men only. She has said, she has since come out and said that she wants to be black. She wants to be a black woman. I'm gonna let y'all see this video.
So I kind of have a serious thing I want to talk to you guys about today. So, I've decided I have a big change in life that I'm going to be doing soon. But I want to talk to you guys about it. I just want to let people know that if you guys don't respect it, then you don't respect me. And if you don't support me, then I feel like you can unfollow my page. But there's a couple things that I want to talk to you about. So essentially, I've decided that I am going to be a transracial. I will now be identified as a black woman. So if you guys can't respect that, I want to be...
Do you need to hear that again? She said she is identifying as transracial. She wants to be a black woman. And you got to even be careful what you say, like the words that you say. Certain words that you can't say on TikTok, but you can get on TikTok with this level of BS. She wants to be transracial. She wants to identify, this blonde haired, blue eyed woman wants to identify as a black woman. Did you hear me? So she posted that the video is over a minute long. I'm not going to subject y'all to all of that. She is on TikTok now. After of course, hey, Nestle 85. After she posted that video, and she was getting a lot of, derogatory and like, girl, what is wrong with you? Even some of the men did unfollow her for that. But see, it's the thing that she makes, all of her content on TikTok is geared towards black men. It's geared to black men. I'll give you money if you do this. If I get this many likes or whatever, you can go out on a date with me and I will give you money. And it's actually black men falling for this mess. Then putting stuff like, oh, white women. I need white women to comment on my videos, and I need y'all to get in the comment section. The white women to get in my comment section so that I can hook you up with the black men. And so this one white guy on TikTok was like, this is crazy. And not only is she doing it, But she has two mixed children, small children. And she has them on her TikTok saying stuff like, oh, my mommy is a cougar. My mommy likes black men. And you know the men. You know what the men doing. Because they like that. They love white women that boost them up. They all on her page. They think it's cute. They think it's cute. Hey, Music Lover 29. They think it's cute, honey. They think her little channel is cute. And I'm just like, what is going on? So I don't know if she, some things to me are just not funny. You know that it has this undertone of racism. I haven't watched all of her videos. I just saw someone else duet one of her videos and just saw how stupid it was. And had to say something about it. And then I saw another article where 5 children were killed in a car crash that a 16-year-old was driving. And all of the kids were related. They were either brother and sister or they were cousins. 5 kids. I think only one child survived and he was 9 years old. So I think the ages of the people in the car was like from 17 to 9. And the 17-year-old wasn't driving. The 16-year-old was driving. No adult in the car. No adult.
Connecticut are killed in a car crash in Scarsdale, New York. It was a one-car crash this morning just after midnight on the Hutchinson River Parkway. Police telling News 12 there were 6 kids in the car. 1 lived. The kids range in age from 9 to 17. They were going north when cops say the Nissan Rogue veered off the road, hitting a tree, catching fire. The survivor of the crash, a 9-year-old boy riding in the back. His injuries are said to be non-life-threatening tonight. These kids apparently just moved to Derby. That's according to the chair of the Board of Education. He tells us the family has not yet registered in the school system. Still, he says the schools will launch crisis response because of this. We'll bring you more on this story as it comes.
The kids weren't even enrolled in school, but a 16-year-old is driving a car full and crashes. One of the other articles I read or I saw said that they think that the 16-year-old fell asleep at the wheel because it was midnight when this happened. So what is a bunch of teenagers doing out at midnight in an area that they had just recently moved to? I don't drive at night. And I'm grown. And have a license. And I don't think that this 16-year-old had a license. So 2 families are just the family in itself is totally affected. But it was like some of the kids were brother and sister. And then the other kids were their cousins. So they were all related. They should no, none of them should have been out at midnight on a school night. And they not even registered for school. Why were you not at home with your parents? I saw another article though that said that the mother is 30 years old with 11 kids. I don't know how true that is, but one of the articles I saw said the mother was 30 years old with 11 kids. So many questions like, what were they doing? Where were they going? Someone said they had been to the mall, but I know the mall don't stay open that late. How were they just coming from the mall at 12 o'clock at midnight? So why were they out that late? Like my husband wouldn't even let me be driving around 12 o'clock midnight. For one thing, he know I don't see that well. I can see regular, but driving, I've always complained that I don't like to drive at night. I can see, but the lights kind of like, bother my eyes. So I don't do a whole lot of night driving. Like I don't do no night, especially not on the freeway. Now on the streets I'm cool, but I ain't getting on no freeway at night. He wouldn't even want me out at midnight by myself. So a bunch of teenagers, because 17 is a teenager too. 17 is a child. I saw the article. His dad told him don't drive. Well, why the dad didn't take the keys? You don't just tell a child not to drive. Take the key. How was it? Whose car was it? I got so many questions. Yeah, don't no mall stay open till no 12 o'clock. Hey, Dark Goddess. I have too many questions. Way too many questions. And I'm pretty sure, when a tragedy like that happens, I'm pretty sure there is going to be some type of investigation. Like, why were these kids, and I know in a situation when stuff like this happens, they don't want to charge the parent because they feel like the parent has lost enough. You know what I mean? When situations like this happen, when children are killed in a car crash, you don't want to charge the parent with like neglect or whatever because the parent is already suffering. But those children should not have been out at night. At no 12 o'clock in the morning. That many young people piled up in a car. And the only one that survived was the 9-year-old. And they said the only reason why he survived is because he was in the back, I guess. And that part of the car must not have caught on fire. He must have been able to get out before the fire. Now this child is going to be mentally damaged for the rest of his life. He will suffer from survivor's guilt and everything else. Because we don't believe in sending our kids to therapy. This child is going to need intensive therapy. You survived a crash that killed 5 of your family members. And some of the people that got killed was probably his brothers. Because they were all related. Everybody else died. And you lived. Do you know how traumatic that is? This child is never, ever, ever going to forget that. Because 9, you're able to go back and, like I can remember certain things that happened to me when I was 9, 10 years old. You still have those type of memories. And if it's some traumatic event, your brain stores traumatic events. I was 5 years old. I remember when my father died. 5. Your brain stores trauma. Trauma is not erased. Your brain stores that. Like, we really gonna need to replay that shit over and over again. The stuff that your brain erases is stuff like, oh, you tripped over a curb, you fell, your bike tire went on a flat. Your brain erased that kind of stuff. But traumatic events, your brain put that on replay. Soon as something crazy happened, hey, play that. Play that time her daddy died. That's how your brain reacts. So he's never, ever going to forget that. Never. If no one had a license, why wasn't the oldest driving at least? Who knows? Who knows? I mean, I'm pretty sure those are questions that the police are asking. Why was a 16-year-old driving if there was a 17-year-old in the car? When really neither one of them needed to be driving at 12 o'clock at night. I can see, the only time I would see that is if it was an emergency and they were trying to get somewhere. I mean, you don't want to see it then, but you just out. You just out. And you so tired that you fall asleep at the wheel. So was everybody asleep? And then you hope that everybody was asleep. You hope that that they were asleep and they didn't see that coming. Or, the impact killed them all instantly. Because, hold on, y'all. Hey.
He doesn't have Zelle or anything like that?
Wait a minute, hold on. No, he don't have it.
So those are the bank routing numbers?
And the other number, yeah.
Let me see what I can do. I don't, hold on. Well, I'll call you back.
Okay, bye. I'm sorry, y'all. That was my husband. You would hope that they didn't feel it. You know what I mean? That they didn't see it coming and they didn't feel it. Because you just don't want for something like that to have happened and then the kids suffered. So that's a very, very sad situation. Like when I saw that, I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? 5 kids? Cause at first I was like, oh, somebody done lost all their kids. But then it was like she lost some of her kids, and then the other kids were like her nephews. I mean, that's no better. It's no better. Kids are kids. And they're all in the same family. So that's just one of the saddest things that I've seen in a long time. You know what I've noticed about TikTok now? I'm not saying that it's not a lot of funny, comedic type stuff on TikTok, but you be seeing some sad shit on TikTok. Like somebody always dying. They forever showing this person died, then the whole song, they played a little song, and then at the end somebody dead. I be like, oh my God, this place, TikTok is, how do I just get on happy TikTok? Yeah, that family is forever changed. 5 people. And they're talking about a GoFundMe, because it's bad enough to bury one person, but 5. So, yeah, that I don't know, because then you do think that the police can, what if they do like investigation and then come in and find out that it was something going on in the house, and then they remove the other kids, because they be like, well, you done already lost 5. You can't take care of the kids. You might not need to have these kids. And then they take the kids. Now your whole life is messed up. I mean, your whole life is messed up, period. And when something like that happened, you messed up. Oh, I was going to say, the electricity just flashed. But you know how sometimes when the garbage disposal go off, it seemed like the lights flicker a little bit. I thought the electricity was going to go off, child. I was like, is it that windy? Not that windy. So that's about it. I don't know, y'all. I don't know about this TikTok. Oh, my battery low. Hold on, y'all. My battery is like, hey, girl, hey. I don't want y'all to click off. And I knew this battery was low, too. Did that work? No. God damn. Why that didn't work? That ain't the thing? Yeah, that's it. But you pulled it out. You pulled it out the plug. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. We gonna get it. We having technical difficulties. I know the plug is back here somewhere. Oh, it's right here. That's it. Okay. So I got 4 crochet projects, I think. I don't know if y'all seen one of these, but if you did, act like you didn't. So we got this one. His legs look a little short, but we gonna work with it. We got him. I like his little face. He look a little fat. I'm gonna stop making him this fat. I don't like him fat. Then we got this one. This kind of reminds me of the Eminem girl. My husband is really irritated. Oh, okay. She reminds me of the Eminem, the purple Eminem. But don't the purple, ain't the purple Eminem the little sexy one? This kind of reminds me of that. So, and then I made these two. And they married. So, I had made this one first. So, I made this one so they could be a couple. I like making them in, you know, making two of them and they be a couple, and then I'll probably like make a little small one so they can have a child. Like I made the pink one and she has a baby, but I haven't made her a husband yet. But she the girl because she got a little bow, and this the guy. And I gave her cute little cheeks. I was gonna make her lips red. Hers. I was gonna make her lips red, but I forgot. So this her husband. That's what I do when I get bored. Is I make frogs. I saw a pattern for some bears, but it looked a little complicated. And I'm still at a point in my origami, however you say it, crochet life, that it's got to really be simple for me because I get irritated easily and give up on projects. The frog is real simple. I want to do this bear, but the tutorial is over an hour and my ADD gonna kick in and I'm gonna be like, I can't sit through no hour. And it looks a little complicated and it's not one of those things where you can skip because you be the missed a valuable step and your bear come out looking crazy. So I'm not even going to try to make the bears right now. I'm gonna stick to frogs until I get tired of making them. So that's what I've been doing. What y'all been doing? Have you picked up any new? Oh, and I do want to tell you guys that. Let me see if I can find this. I know I ain't gonna be able to find it. If anybody is into um, let me see. Is this it? Oh no, this is it. Let me see. So if anyone is into learning about New Orleans voodoo, Denise Alvarado, who runs a Creole Voodoo of New Orleans Facebook group, has opened up her class. Now, if you are interested in, learning the history, like she's not going to teach you how to, do rituals and all of that kind of stuff. But if you want to understand the history of Creole voodoo, this is a really good place to start. So she is doing an intro to the New Orleans voodoo. It's an intro to the course. So I'm pretty sure she's going to give you a portion of the course for free. And then if you want more, you have to pay for it. Now, she has some really good books. I actually have one of her books. Uh, Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Is this it? Yeah. So this woman is legit. This is one of the books that she has written. She is an author. And this is a really good book. And if you have watched my channel before, you know that I have, brought this book up, told people about the book, showed the book, everything. So the person that I'm talking about is the author of this book. So if you are interested in New Orleans voodoo or hoodoo or anything in that genre, it would be interesting, to just go, and since she giving away for free, if you're interested in the history of African American spirituality, and maybe what your ancestors did, you can go to Facebook, and the group is Creole Voodoo of New Orleans. I might put it on my community wall. Creole Voodoo of New Orleans, and the person's name is Denise Alvarado. And there is a link to the class. I will be doing it maybe tonight, to actually, to see what she's got in this mini course. But if you get any of her books, she goes into, a lot of history of New Orleans. All of us don't have family from New Orleans or Louisiana. My family is from Louisiana. So I believe that a lot of my roots are, hoodoo related. I don't per se think that they're voodoo related, but I think that they're hoodoo related, because there is a difference. And then this will, if you're interested in this will give you an opportunity to know the difference between hoodoo and voodoo and all of these different terminologies, because people have a tendency to lump everything into one basket, and it's totally different. So I know a lot of people that follow me are into spirituality, so that is, an interesting course to take, especially if she is putting it out there for free. So I just thought that I would, share that with you guys. So tomorrow, the video probably would be a wig review, because I still do have those 3 wigs that I want to review. New Orleans is on my traveling list for this year. Yeah, New Orleans is on my list to visit too. I would love to go when Mardi Gras is going on, but wasn't it last weekend? I would love to go down there for Mardi Gras. So I don't know, but New Orleans is definitely on my list to visit. I want to visit New Orleans, and I want to visit Baton Rouge, because that is where my family is from. So that's definitely on my list of places to visit. And, just to feel that energy and be around other people who practice Mardi Gras and Essence Fest. Yeah, I'm not really um into Essence Fest, but Mardi Gras, yeah, I would love to go down for Mardi Gras. And just, it doesn't have to be Mardi Gras. I just want to, go to New Orleans and be where my own people, my ancestors were. So that's it, y'all. If I see anything, did I see Tina? I thought I saw Tina. I have to look on my phone because I can't go back. Because I can't. Oh, okay. Hey, Tina, Tina. Tina, you still be? I don't be seeing you on live no more. You done gave up on your nighttime show. Because I haven't seen you on there in a minute. Crocheting or nothing. You done gave up on your nighttime show? I still be up sometime. I'm not up every night. Lately, this time change has really done something to me. I, I, I've been going to sleep early. It's just like, I don't know. I've been going to sleep early and I've been having some weird dreams. You got totem affirmation stickers for it. Okay. But have you been on live? You still been doing your show? You have a podcast. Well, when does it come on? When are you doing it? Because I don't never see you on anymore. But YouTube be doing that though. YouTube pick and choose who they send you. And half the time, they don't send you people that you're subscribed to. The majority of people that I get in my recommended now are people that I don't even know. I don't know these people. That I have to search for people that I'm subscribed to. I legit have to go looking for them. You post on the community wall? I'm gonna have to look for it. Let me go see. Oh, girl, I have never used a crochet hook that big. I crocheted yesterday, and today I had to put my put an ice pack on my wrist. It's like, God, I hate arthritis. Oh, you haven't done a live stream? I keep saying I'm gonna do a podcast. I ain't got around to it yet. And we already got the mics and everything. We just need to get it together. I want my husband to do it with me, but half the time he don't be wanting to. This ain't really his thing. I don't know. So that's it, y'all. I will. Yeah, my wrist today has been giving me the blues. So I'm not gonna crochet today. I'm gonna just rest today. I done put an ice pack on it once. So I'll probably ice it again later on before I go to sleep. And hopefully tomorrow it won't be that bad. Yeah, I want the stickers. Yeah. I'll send you my address on Instagram. Show them to me on Instagram. Send me a picture. Show me what they look like on Instagram, and then I'll let you know. Where'd you get them from? Yeah, the frogs, they doing good. You know I love my little frogs, girl. And these are so soft because I used Bernat, um, that Bernat baby yarn or something. So it's super soft. They don't look soft, but they are. They're super duper soft. It's that thicker baby yarn. I think it's baby yarn. I use that for them. So the frogs make me happy. My husband was like, how many of those are you gonna make? Because I have, let's see, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. I have 12 and I've already given away I don't know how many. Uh-oh, girl. She said thanks for recommending an Outre Beach Curl half wig a couple of months ago. I'm loving it. Oh, I love that for you, girl. I got some more that I'm gonna show you tomorrow. Uh D, but I don't really like this one. I already tried it on. It's cute, but it ain't really my style. I thought it was gonna be, but it's not. So I got this one, and this one is super cute. Cute. I already tried it on me. It's real cute. This one, I think this is Ashanti or something. Ashana, something. I'll show you tomorrow, and then I have one more. So tomorrow is wig day. So I'm gonna do the wig reviews tomorrow. So make sure you come back tomorrow. Have you made a cardigan with that blanket yarn? No. I think it'll be too heavy and too hot. Because the acrylic yarn, when I make the cardigans out of that acrylic yarn, I'm always hot. Like I can only wear those. I want to make one out of cotton yarn. Because I know it'll be lighter. Because that acrylic yarn, I mean, it's warm, but I'm still having the flashes. So it don't take much for me to get too hot. So I definitely would make one out of that baby yarn, that baby blanket yarn, because I think it would be too hot for me. Now, if you're a cold natured person, then yeah, this would be cool for you. It would be nice. It would be a nice soft cardigan, but to me, it would be too warm. But it's so soft. Oh, you got a little string that need to be cut off, girl. I missed that. But I like these. I think they're cute. I need to make something to make him look more masculine. Or give her some eyelashes. Something to make her look more like a girl. Cause he don't really look like he don't really look like a boy to me. Because I made both of them yellow. But I wanted them to be a similar color, even though they're different yellows. I wanted them to be a similar color because I wanted them to be a couple. But it don't make him look like a guy. You don't look like a man. He like, well, they could be a same sex couple, I guess. I'm not against that. They could be a same sex couple. I really don't care. Tina said lashes. I could give her some eyelashes now. Cause I got a whole bunch of eyelashes. I could legit cut some eyelashes and give her some lashes to make her look a little bit more feminine. And I could like glue them up here, glue them to her eyes so she has some lashes. Then she would look real girly. Cause I was thinking about like making her a little skirt or something. Her making her a little skirt to make her look more girly. I don't know, y'all. That's a lot. That's doing the most. I don't know if I'm gonna do all that. No, I don't know. So I'll show you guys the wigs tomorrow. I'm about to get off here and probably take me a nap. Gizmo, what you doing, buddy? He laying up here. I know he. It looks like the sun is coming out. Maybe it'll stop raining for a little while. You better go outside while it's not raining, buddy. Because he hate going outside when it's raining. All right, y'all. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for coming in. And if you hear anything that you want me to talk about, leave it on the community wall because I most definitely will see it. I try to answer all of, when y'all leave me something, I try to answer everything. Leave me an email or whatever. I always get back to people. Okay, I will talk to you guys later. I love you. Bye.